Well, thank you guys for coming. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great day yesterday, and I'm glad you decided to come spend today with us. It was a good win for us. I've told the team in the locker room if I could have scripted it to have nobody play, in the high 20s really, other than Courtney, minutes-wise, we would take it. Thought we got good production all the way around, dealt with some foul trouble, dealt with some different kind of doubling schemes. So just pleased with our kind of balanced production, and we're going to get ready for, a championship game tomorrow, which was what the goal was. I mean, she was terrific. Courtney has so many different pieces to her game, and I think we saw them all today. So I think other games we've seen her knock down threes or rebound. I think today you saw everything. So to give us 25 and 11, especially in a day when Christine had some foul trouble and they were trying to take her away, it speaks to where we're trying to get to as a team, which is we're not one-dimensional by any means. Like I said all year, Courtney's been playing really like a senior, just mentally, emotionally, and she's got a lot of pieces to her game. So it's fun when we can see all of them, kind of come out at once. But she did an incredible job, as did Nina. I mean, if they're gonna kind of pick their poison and not guard our fours as tightly, I mean, we got 35 points from that spot essentially combined, which is great.
Courtney, did you feel that with Christine being in foul trouble for a lot of attention to everything that you did to pick up your scoring total?
You know, not really. I mean, I feel like I'm trying to do my best, do what I can to help the team. And if it's not coming from Christine, it's not coming from Nina, Kayla, I'm gonna just try to pick up where I can. And I think today I just showed that.
Speaking of not being one-dimensional, is it old hat for you now for teams to focus on Christine? And do you feel like you have enough weapons now to counteract that? Not just with your starters, but with
Right.
Cole and Jalen as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the difference this year is, right, she's not sneaking up anybody. So first 5 games of the year, everyone's coming in with a Christine game plan. And it really hasn't worked, right, because she's still gotten her numbers and we've won and other people have made shots. So I think ultimately as we get towards conference, if the number percentages can stay high, people will really have to pick their poison. I think what's also good for our team is that we're figuring out we're not doing one or the other. It's not like we're only bombing threes and not getting the ball inside. I mean, Courtney scored a bunch inside today, right? Christine still got double figures. So I think we're figuring out how to play off each other a little more. And, she's learning how to kind of get her looks late in the possession sometimes. We're learning how to kind of run plays that they have to decide. So I think that's just good for us in the long run. I don't think we've, in any game, have been super one-dimensional. So it's just been a little bit of a different place each time. So today they were going to say, okay, it's not going to be AT getting open looks, and it's not going to be Kayla. So, some of our other players hit shots.
How does it feel different from last year having a good start, but this year having a quiet start? What's different?
I mean, there are a lot of things different. Like last year, and I don't even say this in a bad way, we were such a young team that we were kind of clueless about everything. So we were thrilled with our start last year. We won at Louisville and stuff, but I think we had a sense that we didn't really know what was coming. And so then when we hit some adversity, it was hard to deal with. This team has a different feel, right? All of the veterans have seen a lot of success, right? They've knocked off top teams, and then we've had some struggles, so they know both ends of it. Whereas last year, no one really had experienced it. So I think it just feels different. I also think our veterans are just setting a tone where, our freshmen can, make really good plays and then kick it off their foot, and it's not going to necessarily cost us a game, right? Which is going to just help them get better as the season goes on. So just I think the leadership is there more so, and the veteran kind of presence is there. They're just more together. I think we have more of an awareness of what we want to be and how to get there.
Can you talk a little bit about what went on in the third quarter when you guys had Friday?
I think we got a little stagnant for a little bit. We've had a couple quarters, over the course of the season that we've been like, okay, we would rather redo that. We don't want to lose any quarter. But, they're a good team, right? They won a WCC championship last year. They weren't going to lay down. And I thought in the third quarter they came out with a lot of energy. We got stuck a little bit, kind of not missing some baskets, and we stopped scoring. I thought our energy dropped a little bit, but I thought we recovered, well out of a timeout and then into the fourth quarter and, put them away in the fourth.
You had a handful of steals and blocks today. You think over these first 5 games, you guys have started to develop that defensive identity that you want to find?
I definitely noticed that with our team, that if our defense is locked in and we feed off each other, then the offense flows. I mean, you hear that a lot about other basketball teams, but from here, we definitely get our energy from defense and then just flow right into the game.
Lindsay, can you talk a little bit about the influence that the impact the freshmen are having on the team?
I mean, they're a great energy boost for us. I mean, right now, all 3 of them are coming off the bench, so we need them. We need them to come in and give us a lift. I think they do that in different ways. It's interesting, they're all 3 different positions, right? So, Mike Cole is so fiery. So she just kind of gets us going emotionally. She can put a lot of pressure on the ball, right? She can penetrate, hit an open shot. Jalen is that big wing that's going to cause some mismatches. And then CJ's coming in, and they think the other team thinks they have a break with Christine out, and bang, she'll get 2 or 3 quick inside buckets. So I like that they have the luxury to come off the bench right now and to kind of play through some mistakes, and it's because our veterans are doing a good job. I'll tell you one funny story. She's going to be mad at me, but it was like an hour before the game. So I give my pregame speech 30 minutes before the game. They do a whole pre-warm-up. Jalen came in an hour before the game and said, "Where's everyone? I'm ready for the pregame speech." I said, "Jalen, you still have your meeting and you have another warm-up." And I laughed. It was just a fun freshman mistake, and I'm like, freshmen are freshmen, everything's new. So they're in the luxury where I'm like, okay, you just remember sometimes how young they are. Last year, we had 2 of those kids playing 35 minutes. So it's a good balance this year where they are so talented. Cole, Jalen, CJ are all really talented, but they get a chance to kind of feed off some older kids and learn a little bit and come in and make good plays. And if they make a mistake, they get to kind of learn through it and trying to play them through some of those.
You had 10 points, 5 in the field, just 1 free point attempt. I noticed that not just today, but in a lot of your games, you've been doing a good job of cutting the basket and finding easy buckets inside. Is that something that maybe you're trying to emphasize more than a year ago, just getting those easy buckets inside versus the perimeter game?
It helps when you have teammates who are looking for that kind of thing. It wouldn't work if I didn't have teammates who would find me, or make really good passes. So it definitely helps when you have a team that's looking for all the different options around the court.
Time for one more question if anyone's got one.
Hypothetical question. So there have been some really good Pac-12 WCC games so far this season and the past 2. What is your take on having a Pac-12 WCC challenge, kind of like the Big Ten, ACC, or the SEC?
So I think the Pac-12 we would want to do a challenge with the SEC or, the Big Ten or the ACC, another Power 5 conference. I think that's good RPI-wise, and it's good. The WCC, to me, is a multi-bid conference. I think it's one of the best, conferences kind of what's considered mid-major. And we love playing the teams because they're really good games and they get us ready. But in terms of like a challenge, I think our conference would be looking for sort of the national recognition and the TV deal of another Power 5 because, I think that's where Pac-12 has now gotten the recognition that maybe we're the best conference in the country, so we want to go, play top to bottom the SEC or something. But if you look across the board, there sort of already are challenges all over the place, going on, just people scheduling games. But I think from a big, TV deal type thing, I think we'd be looking at another Power 5 conference.